Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Dose. We're here this week talking about what God sees. My name is Maddie, and I'm a minister here at Calvary. We're so glad that you could join us today. So I was reading an article on the Huffington Post the other day, just scrolling mindlessly, and I came across this heartwarming story, and I want to share it with you today. It goes like this. When Chanel Turner and her family moved from San Francisco to Vacaville, California, they joined the local Boys and Girls Club. The support of the club helped Turner's family, who was struggling and couldn't afford to buy her the athletic shoes that the then 15-year-old needed to try out for her high school basketball team. I remember when she walked into my office with duct tape holding together both shoes, said Anna Eaton, director of the Vacaville Neighborhood Boys and Girls Club. The Boys and Girls Club stepped in and provided her with a scholarship to purchase shoes, and Turner decided to give back to show her appreciation. I thought, wow, there's people out there who want to help me accomplish my dreams, Turner said. And wanting to pay it forward, Turner raised $11,000 to provide footwear vouchers for student athletes who applied to her program, which she dubbed Chanel's Locker. Nike and Kaiser Permanent have donated scholarships and shoes to Turner's mission to provide other kids with the opportunity to run after their dreams. What a heartwarming story. So fun to read stories like that when you're scrolling through social media and things like that. And while I was reading that story, I was struck thinking, how many people would have given up long before Chanel did? Maybe they would have met that adversity of not having the money to afford a pair of shoes and maybe quit the sport of basketball. Or maybe they would have, gotten a scholarship to get those shoes, but then they would have said thanks and been grateful, but then moved on. And yet here's a wonderful story about Chanel taking that gratitude and taking it to the next step to provide for other people in need. It's a story that gives so much hope. But I think so many times we stop short. We stop short because of what we believe in ourselves, of what we think the limitations of our potential are, or the limitations that other people put onto us of what they think that we can do. And here's the thing is that we have a God that sees our whole person, our body, mind, and spirit, but also our potential. God sees the things that we can do to support God's mission in this world. God sees the way that we can partner with the Holy Spirit to do God's work and to spread God's love. God doesn't look at those limitations. God sees what we can do. There's a great story in the Old Testament about God calling on the prophet Samuel, and everyone's confused, including Samuel. Here he is, this little guy, just this kid, really. And God calls upon Samuel. And yet Samuel goes on to do great work for the mission of the church. It's a great story. And here is a little snippet of that. But the Lord said to Samuel, "Do not consider his appearance or his sight, for I have rejected him." The Lord does not look at the things that people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. So where people only see sometimes the limitations of what our body can do, or maybe what our mind can handle, God sees the things that we can do. God looks at our heart. God looks at our whole person, and God sees your potential. Thanks for joining us on the Daily Dose today. We're so glad you could tune in. You can stay in touch with us on YouTube if you subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, like and share this video so others can see. Those of you joining on cable access, great to have you here. Won't you invite a friend for you to join tomorrow?